Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Having been turned so that the bottom is no longer the bottom. The upset pitcher of milk. Afflicted with or marked by anxious uneasiness or trouble or grief. Too upset to say anything. The act of upsetting something. He was badly bruised by the upset of his sled at a high speed. A physical condition in which there is a disturbance of normal functioning. Everyone gets stomach upsets from time to time. The act of disturbing the mind or body. His carelessness could have caused an ecological upset. Form metals with a swage. A tool used to thicken or spread metal, the end of a bar or a rivet, etc., by forging or hammering or swagging. Cause to overturn from an upright or normal position. Thrown into a state of disarray or confusion. With everything so upset. An improbable and unexpected victory. The biggest upset since David beat Goliath. Move deeply. This book upset me. An unhappy and worried mental state. She didn't realize the upset she caused me. Cause to lose one's composure. Defeat suddenly and unexpectedly. The foreign team upset the local team. Disturb the balance or stability of. The hostile talks upset the peaceful relations between the two countries. Mildly physically distressed. An upset stomach. Used of an unexpected defeat of a team favored to win. The Bills' upset victory over the Houston Oilers. Having been turned so that the bottom is no longer the bottom. An overturned car. Having been turned so that the bottom is no longer the bottom. Sat on an upturned bucket. Used of noses, turned up at the end. A small upturned nose. Afflicted with or marked by anxious uneasiness or trouble or grief. Spent many disquieted moments. Facing or experiencing financial trouble or difficulty. Distressed companies need loans and technical advice. Afflicted with or marked by anxious uneasiness or trouble or grief. Distressed about her son's leaving home. Generalized feeling of distress. Suffering severe physical strain or distress. He dropped out of the race, clearly distressed and having difficulty breathing. Afflicted with or marked by anxious uneasiness or trouble or grief. Lapsed into disturbed sleep. Affected with madness or insanity. Emotionally unstable and having difficulty coping with personal relationships. Having the place or position changed. The disturbed books and papers on her desk. Afflicted with or marked by anxious uneasiness or trouble or grief. Worried parents. Mentally upset over possible misfortune or danger, etc. Not used to a city and worried about small things. The act of upsetting something. Cancel officially. Cause the downfall of rulers. Change radically. Turn from an upright or normal position. The big vase overturned. Rule against. Cause to overturn from an upright or normal position. An improbable and unexpected victory. The act of upsetting something. The volume measured in dollars. The ratio of the number of workers that had to be replaced in a given time period to the average number of workers. A dish made by folding a piece of pastry over a filling. A physical condition in which there is a disturbance of normal functioning. The doctor prescribed some medicine for the disorder. Bring disorder to. A condition in which things are not in their expected places. The files are in complete disorder. Disturb in mind or make uneasy or cause to be worried or alarmed. A disturbance of the peace or of public order. The act of disturbing the mind or body. A state of mental disturbance and disorientation. The act of disturbing the mind or body. She was unprepared for this sudden overthrow of their normal way of living. Cause the downfall of rulers. The Tsar was overthrown. Rule against. The termination of a ruler or institution, especially by force. Form metals with a swage. A tool used to thicken or spread metal, the end of a bar or a rivet, etc., by forging or hammering or swagging. Cause to overturn from an upright or normal position. Overcome with amazement. Cause to overturn from an upright or normal position. Turn from an upright or normal position. Cause to overturn from an upright or normal position. Turn from an upright or normal position. Cause to overturn from an upright or normal position. Cause to move around a center so as to show another side of. Turn up, loosen, or remove earth. Turn over the soil for aeration. Move by turning over or rotating. Turn over on your left side. Think about carefully, weigh. Place into the hands or custody of. Turn from an upright or normal position. Cause to overturn from an upright or normal position. Turn upside down, or throw so as to reverse. Turn over the pancakes. Do business worth a certain amount of money. Out of working order, busted, is an informal substitute for broken. A broken washing machine. Tamed or trained to obey. A horse broken to the saddle. Topographically very uneven. Broken terrain. Subdued or brought low in condition or status. A broken man. Thrown into a state of disarray or confusion. Troops fleeing in broken ranks. Destroyed financially. The broken fortunes of the family. Especially of promises or contracts, having been violated or disregarded. Broken, or unkept, promises. Discontinuous. Broken clouds. Imperfectly spoken or written. Broken English. Lacking a part or parts. A broken set of encyclopedia. Not continuous in space, time, or sequence or varying abruptly. Broken lines of defense. Physically and forcibly separated into pieces or cracked or split. A broken mirror. Weakened and infirm. Broken health resulting from alcoholism. Lacking orderly continuity. A confused set of instructions. Perplexed by many conflicting situations or statements, filled with bewilderment. Bewildered and confused. Thrown into a state of disarray or confusion. A confused mass of papers on the desk. Having lost your bearings. Confused as to time or place or personal identity. Mentally confused. Unable to think with clarity or act intelligently. The flood of questions left her bewildered and confused. Lacking orderly continuity. Not arranged in order. Thrown into a state of disarray or confusion. The small disordered room. Change the arrangement or position of. Tamper with. Move deeply. Destroy the peace or tranquility of. Damage as if by shaking or jarring. Don't disturb the patient's wounds by moving him too rapidly. A source of difficulty. One trouble after another delayed the job. Cause bodily suffering to and make sick or indisposed. Disturb in mind or make uneasy or cause to be worried or alarmed. Move deeply. Take the trouble to do something, concern oneself. He did not trouble to call his mother on her birthday. To cause inconvenience or discomfort to. Sorry to trouble you, but. An effort that is inconvenient. I went to a lot of trouble. A strong feeling of anxiety. He wanted to die and end his troubles. An angry disturbance. They had labor trouble. An event causing distress or pain. What is the trouble? An unwanted pregnancy. He got several girls in trouble. A noisy fight. A disorderly outburst or tumult. They were amazed by the furious disturbance they had caused. Electrical or acoustic activity that can disturb communication. Psychiatry. A psychological disorder of thought or emotion. A more neutral term than mental illness. Activity that is a malfunction, intrusion, or interruption. He looked around for the source of the disturbance. An unhappy and worried mental state. There was too much anger and disturbance. The act of disturbing something or someone. Setting something in motion. A disposition that is confused or nervous and upset. Activity that is a malfunction, intrusion, or interruption. The term, distress, connotes some degree of perturbation and emotional upset. The act of causing disorder. An unhappy and worried mental state. Physics. A secondary influence on a system that causes it to deviate slightly. Cause to lose one's composure. Cause to lose one's composure. Cause to feel embarrassment. Cause to lose one's composure. Cause to lose one's composure. Cause to be out of tune. Don't untune that string. In an unpalatable state. Moved around an axis or center. Characterized by unrest or disorder or insubordination. These troubled areas. Characterized by or indicative of distress or affliction or danger or need. Troubled areas.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.